Welcome back to LarryB YouTube channel. In today's class, we're going to learn how to make this beautiful bubble blouse. Okay, it has this bubble effect that we see here. It has an elastic, the shoulder is adjustable like this, and then it has this wide band at the waistline area. This is what it looks like on the side, and then this is what it looks like at the back. It's a simple tutorial and it's beginner friendly. If this is something you like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. So I'm cutting the front and back together. You can see how I folded it, and I'm working with a 1.5 yards of fabric. Okay, the fabric is just 1.5 yards, and that is the width that I'm going to work with. So on fold now, I have around 27 inches on fold. This is the front and this is the back. The back is going to have a zipper, so this is my zipper allowance here for the back. So the total length that I have here is around 17 inches. You can see I have 17 inches here, and this length is going to be stopping around my underbust, although the underbust I'm working with is around 14 inches, but because of the extra puffiness that I want, remember it's a puff sleeve, you can even make it 18 inches if you have enough fabric. Okay, so those are the measurements that I am working with. You don't need so much measurement, you just need your underbust or waistline depending on the length of the top. Wherever it is you're placing the band on, you need the circumference measurement of that area. So here you're going to mark your neck measurement. So the neck width I'm working with is 3 inches. Okay, and then the neck depth for the front is going to be 3 inches or 3.5 inches, and then for the back I'm working with 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and connect all of that. So here I'm going to connect for my back, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect for my front as well. So after that we are going to be doing a shoulder slope here. So for the shoulder slope I'm going to come down by 1 inch or 1.5 inches here, and then I'm going to take my ruler, and then I've gone ahead to join them together. So you rule a line with your straight ruler from the shoulder drop here all the way to your neck point. So the next thing you're going to mark is your sleeve opening. Remember, there is no bust measurement here. So from here now I'm going to mark where the sleeve is going to be. So you're going to mark that, take that measurement loosely, make sure it is not tight around here. So here now you can see how free the measurement that I'm taking is. So this is around 15 inches for me, divided by 2 is 7.5. So from here I'm going to mark 7.5, and I'm going to add 1 inch allowance to that because I'm going to sew on the two sides. So on that point where your sleeve opening stops, you're going to come in by 1.5 inches there, and then you come in by 1.5 inches on your hem as well. That's going to serve as your side seam. So you're going to make that into a straight line like this. Okay, so after that you're going to create a curve here because you don't want that part to be sharp, and that is all we need to do. Okay, this is the sleeve opening, this is the side seam, and this is the shoulder. So I'm going to grab my scissors now and cut that out. So I've cut it out now, and this is what we have. So what you just need to do is to go ahead and join your shoulder seam, and then you're going to hem the sleeve and then join the side seam as well. So I'm going to open it out. You can see how big it is looking. So I'll place the front and back on each other. I've used pin to hold my center back, the zipper area, so that I can work with it easily. So I'm going to lay them on each other, and then I'll go ahead and run a stitch on my shoulder area here. I'm going to join the shoulder together, and then I'll hem the neckline, and then hem this sleeve area as well, then join the side seam. So I'll do all of this now and bring it back to show us what we have. I've gone ahead to sew it. You can see I sew it on the shoulder, I hem it on the sleeve opening area, and then I join the side as well. So this is the side seam, and on the neckline area I went ahead to use my bias to turn it out. So this is what I have. So the next thing now is to turn it. You can see how big it is looking. I want mine to be very full. So the width I have here is big. If you don't want yours this big, you can reduce it. So this is what I have now. I'm going to run a gather stitch on the hem. Remember, this is not my actual waistline. Okay, so you're going to take another fabric and measure your actual waistline. So this is the fabric that I'm working with. So this is the band that I'm going to work with. So this band, the waist has to be your actual waist measurement. Okay, so in this case the actual waist measurement I'm working with is 30. So divided by 2 is 15. You can see I folded it into two. 30 divided by 2 is 15, and then I added 1 inch allowance for my zipper. Remember, there's a zipper at the back, so that's why I have 16 inches. And then I have 5.5 inches on fold, because I want the band to be 5 inches long. I'm not cutting it here. You can see I folded this together, so if I open it, it's going to be around 11 inches. So I folded it together like this, and then I have 11 inch, I have 5.5. So I'm going to go ahead now and gather all of this to fit into this waistline that I have. So to make this easy for me, I just run a gather stitch, but you can also gather as you sew to the band if that is what you want, but I just want to gather it to that measurement first before I go ahead to sew. So I'm just simply going to gently gather it and then measure it with what I have here. So you can see I have gathered it now to the size that I want. You can see the puffiness that is giving me the buff effect that we have here. So I'll go ahead now and sew this band to it. Okay, so I'm going to first sew one end, and then I'm going to cover it up with the other hand so that the seam allowance is going to be concealed inside. So I'll do this now and bring it back to show us what we have. I've gone ahead to gather it, and this is what I have. So you can see that it is gathered. The waistline now is smaller. It has been gathered here. This is what it looks like on the back. Okay, I've gathered it. I'm using this color of thread so that we can see what I'm doing very well. So after gathering it, you will notice that the shoulder is still wide. Okay, so for the shoulder, I'm going to use this elastic to gather the shoulder. So you are going to take it to the sewing machine, and then you start gathering with your elastic. So all you just need to do now is to turn to the wrong side. You will see the seam allowance that we have here. So I'm going to be sewing the allowance to the elastic to the seam allowance. So you start sewing from here and you back stitch. So now you are going to stretch the elastic and then sew on it. So once you sew on it, it's going to gather everything. So I'm going to stretch again and gather. So I'll do that for the two shoulders. Then after that, I'm going to fix a zipper to the center back. So I'll go ahead and gather with elastic, fix my zipper, and then I'll bring it back to show us what we have. Okay, so this is what it looks like after sewing the elastic and joining my zipper. So you can see what the elastic is doing on the shoulder there. It's going to gather it to its normal size, and this is what the band looks like as well. So you make sure that you get your accurate measurement here for the band. So I'm going to turn it now for us to see what it looks like on this side. So this is the side. You can see the sleeve that we have on the side as well, and then this is what we have at the back. So this is my zipper for the back, and this is the band as well. You can see that it's very simple to make and it's really beautiful. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.